Hey everyone, I just wanted to take the time out to say thank you to those who are checking out my tutorial videos. I'm going to be doing a lot more and trying to post up at least 2 a week around every Tuesday and every Friday of the week, and try and get down to more topics that you might want to hear. Okay, let's get started on this one. I'm going to be going over my pink roses from my imperfections sketch. In it, I'm going to show you exactly how I got the roses done, my references, and the pencils I used in it. I'm going to be using 3 pencils in this one. The first 2 are from Prismacolor. One is a poppy red, the other one is a deco pink, and the other one is from Polychromos. It's a light pink. In case you're wondering why I used the mixture of 2 different types of pencil, Polychromos and Prisma, is because both of them are unique in their own way. I can get in a nice tone with Prisma and sometimes a better blending with Polychromos. I started the piece by coloring in the background. It's always better to color the background first, because at least when you start the rest of the images, if you're going to a rose or if you're going to a face, you can tell how dark or light you need to be within that object. I've done a few pieces where I started off with the person or the object I was drawing, and I've always had to go back around it with the background color just to see if I was doing it right. So it might be better for you to start the background before that. Just make an outline shape of what it is you're trying to color or draw in, and that way when you do the background drawings, you won't have to worry about the object not getting in correctly if you draw it in first. So once you have it drawn in, sketched in to the spots, you can easily just go back over it later and know exactly where you're supposed to. Just to take a step back and let you know exactly what I'm doing with the flower, I'm actually adding black underneath the rose, so that way it'll make it look like it's popping up in 3D and give it that realistic effect. I'm also going to go over each leaf and add some black inside of there and add a lift within the petals. I also added an extra petal just to fill up some of the blank spots on the canvas. It started to look a little plain as I went over it and had huge areas where there was nothing cut. Even though I already colored in the background, I didn't have to do much to create the petals inside, because since it's the same color I was going to be growing towards, all I had to do was use a white blender to lighten up a shape of each petal, and then go over it with the red poppy just to make it look like it was a leaf there intended in the first place. Okay, for each rose I'm going to start out with the light pink. I'm only going to do 1 petal at a time. I'm going to start off with the inside of the petal and work my way to the outside. So as I fill it up with the light pink, I'm going to go right back to the end of the petal, and I'm going to switch to now the deco pink and just go up. When I go up into the petal, I'm not going to do it like I did before, which is cover the whole petal. Instead, I'm going to go line strands. So I'm going to work my way up by doing a single strand up. That way it'll look like lines from the rose that are naturally there. And I'm going to shade in more towards the middle, so it'll look like that's where everything is connected, and then branch out more back and forth each time. Now I'm going to switch back to the poppy red. I'm going to use this color just for highlights. So I'm going to go around the darker deco pink and just go where it's more inside of the stem of the rose, and just shade that in with the poppy red, and then work around where I want it to look like it's curving. I'll add the deco red just in the shape out to make it look like the rose is actually taking the curve and there's actually a groove within the petal. As I work my way into the bigger roses, I'm not going to use the darker colors, because now I want it to look like it's something larger. So now I'm just going to use the lighter colors and work my way around it from there. Okay, now I'm going to add a few more petals to the pick Go over everything one more time, make sure the color is in correctly, and it's finished.